Hello friends, this is Shruti. I am studying MSc Biotechnology at SK University in Anantapur. This video is about transcription in prokaryotes and its overview. So, in order for the bacteria to grow and survive, bacteria should produce several enzymes which would help them in their metabolic demand and also reproducing and growing in their number. According to the central dogma of biology, DNA undergoes transcription to form RNA. The RNA undergoes translation to synthesize proteins. So, the important step is the first step. The RNA is formed from the DNA is known as transcription, and proteins are synthesized from RNA is known as translation process. So, the transcription in prokaryotes occurs in three phases. They are initiation, elongation, and termination. To understand the initiation of DNA transcription, we have to know certain important facts. The facts are nothing but for the transcription starts or initiation, they definitely require certain signal. Some any other biological process like DNA replication, transcription, and translation, the initiation phase is most important phase because the initiation phase itself the rate determining phase in most of the enzymatic reactions. So, in initiation, the key players are definitely the DNA that need to be transcribed, then RNA polymerase and the sigma factor. So the RNA polymerase and the sigma factor they both combine to form RNA polymerase holoenzyme and definitely the nucleotide triphosphate which could be used to synthesize the nascent mRNA. So just before the transcription starting site the nomenclature used as negative and positive regions where the negative region denotes the upstream and positive denotes the downstream. The region at -10 base pair upstream and -35 base pair downstream, there are some well conserved consensus sequences to which the prokaryotic promoters can bind, and this binding and finding of RNA polymerase to the promoter is aided by sigma factor. The sigma factor really helps in binding of these RNA polymerase to the desired promoter region. And here -35 base pair upstream region consists of TTGACA sequences, and at -10 upstream region consists of TATAAT known as Pribnow box. The sequences -35 base pair and -10 base pairs are well conserved consensus sequences. Now, after that, it has been seen that without the sigma factor, the RNA polymerase can hardly detect the promoter. When the polymerase can hardly detect the promoter, it starts the transcription process in DNA. And next, it would be aborted after the transcribing process, a few nucleotides to form mRNA. So, without the sigma factor, recognition may become harder. The most commonly used sigma factor in bacteria is known as sigma 70, whereas in E. coli, the most commonly used sigma factor is sigma 32 and sigma 28 and etc. Some commonly used sigma factors are sigma 70 in bacteria and sigma 32 and 28 in E. coli. Next, moving on to the second step, which is known as elongation. In elongation, the RNA polymerase would be denoted as a bubble. And this RNA polymerase is a big enzyme having beta dash, and then sigma subunit is a part of holo enzyme. So then the active zone is composed of beta and beta dash subunit. So in case of elongation, the RNA polymerase introducing positive supercoilings at the front and it's leading negative supercoiling at the back. Inside the enzyme, the nucleotide triphosphates, that is NTPs, enters and help in the formation or in the synthesis of RNA template in independent manner. The strand which is used for synthesizing of RNA is known as template strand, and the opposite strand which is known as coding strand. The template strand, which is synthesized newly, is very similar to the coding strand by having just a difference where the RNA strand has uracil, whereas the coding strand has thymine in their sequence. The coding strand is just similar to that of RNA strand. Now the RNA polymerase move in 5' to 3' direction for synthesizing of mRNA. The fidelity and possessivity of RNA polymerase is lesser than that of the DNA polymerase. And the rate of transcription is roughly about 40 nucleotides per second. Definitely, there are some antibiotics such as rifampicin, which blocks this process for binding to the site just to the active site by the enzyme NTPase. This is how the activity of enzyme is blocked by using several antibiotics as like rifampicin, etc. Next, moving on to the final step, which is known as termination, the end of the transcription process. In transcription of prokaryotes, termination is of two types. They are row dependent termination and row independent termination. So, row dependent termination. The row dependent termination, here the row is nothing but the enzyme. It is a helicase which literally move across the RNA and free the RNA from the holding of RNA polymerase enzyme. The whole complex nothing but helicase row enzyme. It dissociates from the synthesized RNA. Now the synthesized RNA is now free from the DNA. The second type of termination process is nothing but row independent termination. In row independent termination, where it has palindromic sequences forming a hairpin loop, and it prevents the RNA polymerase to move further forward. And also they are having a poly U site. In poly U site, the A and U bonds relatively, which is easily broken, and mRNA comes out from the DNA. On moving on to the summary of transcription in prokaryotes, the bacterial prokaryotic transcription, which contains three critical regions. The first region is the promoter. The promoter is the DNA sequence where the transcription occurs. The whole enzyme can recognize the promoter region and gets bind. The promoter region includes some consensus sequences from minus and to minus 10 upstream regions where the transcription can initiate. The second critical region of transcription unit is nothing but RNA coding sequence where the DNA is converted into RNA molecule. The third region is nothing but the terminator region where the DNA transcription ends, where the row independent terminator contains inverted repeats and a series of poly A nucleotides. This is a very important in termination step. In initiation, the initiation of RNA synthesis does not require any primer. When the RNA polymerase get binds at the promoter region, as the holoenzyme it unwinds the DNA which is transcribed, which forming a transcription bubble creates a single-stranded DNA for the synthesizing of RNA in 5' to 3' direction. Next, the RNA polymerase moves downstream by adding the nucleotides onto the template strand. In termination, by using row independent terminators composed of inverted repeats and polynucleotide regions, it transcribes to form RNA hairpin loop like structures. The adenine and uracil base pairs are unstable and cause RNA strand to separate at the end of the transcription, and further the double-stranded DNA reforms and the RNA dissociates from the DNA by a process known as transcription.